is a DIY for fall inspired ears. I know I have already done one. This is another. And these ears are Mickey ears instead of Minnie ears. Well, let me tell you why. I made my bow and it looked horrible. I've thought about going back and making the bow again and just sticking it right there anyway and testing it out, but I haven't decided yet. So for now, they're Mickey ears instead of Minnie ears, but they are definitely fall inspired. I made 2 sets. They're exactly the same, nothing different about them. So I'm going to give you a close-up of the other pair. So they're just orange and they have pumpkins and leaves on them. And then I've got some trim around the edge that's kind of leafy. So those are my fall inspired ears. So this DIY is a voiceover DIY if you'd like to follow along.
I apologize, guys. Something happened to my footage for recording these ears, but the ears that you're seeing here are pretty much done exactly the same. I will just mention the differences. So first you need your hot glue gun, your hot glue, your cardboard or foam, your ribbon slash twine slash whatever you're going to use for your trim, your fabrics for your ears, and your bow if you're doing a bow. This one will not have a bow, a marker of course, and then my 2 stencils for the ear cutouts. So the smaller ear is what I use for the cardboard, and I cut out 4, which in this picture you're seeing more than 4 because I was doing multiple ears at a time. And then for your bigger one you use for your fabric. So here you see me cutting them out. Once they are done being cut out, I put them against, like, up next to each other and trim off all the edges to make sure, like what I'm doing right now, to make sure that they are even. So here you see me cutting out the fabric now, or tracing the fabric. I don't trace the bottom little curved piece because I need to leave that space there to tuck under the ears. So once I have this traced, this is the bigger bigger piece of the ear. I cut these out, leaving space down at the bottom so that I can tuck it under once it's on the cardboard. So once it is on the cardboard, I set the cardboard in the center. I hold the, I make it to where it's not too loose around the ear. I pull it tight and I do a little glue at a time, and I don't glue down the bottom piece where you see it hanging out because that's where I want to stuff the ear with polyfill, which I forgot to mention you need polyfill. So in this picture, you see in this section, you see me gluing the ears down. And then once they are dry, I then use the polyfill. And when I use the polyfill, I either use my finger or a polyfill stick, which should come with your polyfill. And you don't want to stuff it too much or it'll bend the cardboard. But you do want to make sure you get it all the way to the edge so that the edges are smooth and not hard. And then once you have your ear stuffed, you use the glue on the back side of it and push the piece down. You can trim the excess if you want, or you can just leave it. Once they are all stuffed, I line them up to the best of my ability, and then I put glue around the edge, which is out of frame right here. I apologize for that. And then a little bit in the center and hold them together for a few minutes. I typically put them under my leg to give the pressure to make sure that they are on good with no gaps, because if you don't hold them long enough, they will pull apart slightly. So if I just put it under my leg, it stays there for a while. Then I take my trim and I cut it to the length of the ear plus a little bit underneath where the end cove is, because I don't want it to fray at the end, so I put the ends on underneath the ear. I then take another pair of ears that I have, measure it up with the headband, and then glue the ears down onto the headband that in the same position that the regular ears are at so that they are lined up correctly. Depending on the ears, sometimes I will do a trim around the ear at the base of the ear by the headband. Sometimes I don't. In the DIY you're seeing right here, I do not. However, in the ears that I have mentioned, I do. And then the ears that the ears that I did today in this DIY, the actual ears that you saw me wearing at the beginning of the video, I did not do a bow. So what I did instead is I took some plastic pieces of fall decor and then I just glued them onto the front of my ears to give them just a little more extra. If you do want to do a bow, which you see me doing right here, is I did about 6 inches, 6 by 4 inches, folded it over, glued it, and then folded it in half to where it makes the little bow, and then I did a accordion fold and then put glue in between each of those sections. And then to make the little ribbon that goes in the center, I take another piece of the fabric and again just fold it over and glue it, and then wrap that with glue around the center of the bow, and then just glue the bow into the center of the ears. That is if you want to do a bow. Like I said, the ears at the beginning of this video do not have a bow. That being said, that is everything you need to know about how to make ears. I think they turned out pretty good. I like my Mickey Mouse ears. It's the first pair of Mickey Mouse ears I've done. I normally just do Minnie ears. And that's it. Thanks for watching.
So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a good thumbs up. Thanks. Bye now.